10A, becoming white ribbon accredited. Councillor Shears, is this formally proposed?
Yes, Chair.
And Councillor Kay Morrison, is this formally seconded?
Yes.
If I could turn to Councillor Shears and invite her to introduce the motion, please.
Thank you, Chair. I'm really pleased to be bringing this motion tonight. White Ribbon is the UK's leading charity engaging men and boys to end violence against women and girls. The reality is that most violence against women is committed by men. White Ribbon's mission is to prevent men's violence against women and girls by addressing it at its roots, at its root causes, challenging harmful dominant masculine norms. They strive to change long-established attitudes and behaviours, systems around masculinity that perpetrate gender inequality and men's violence against women. They work to ensure all men realise they can take responsibility for thinking about their own actions, promote equality and respect, and are prepared to call out harassing, sexist and violent behaviour when they see it in others. 1 in 4 women have experienced sexual harassment in the workplace. Around 60% of women have experienced abuse and missed at least 3 days from work in 1 month. 3 in 4 women have experienced harassment during work trips, and more than half of women have changed their work trip plans because of safety concerns. Violence against women and girls is estimated to cost the UK economy around 28 billion a year. Over 27% of women have experienced domestic abuse since the age of 16. A woman is killed by a man every 2 to 3 days in the UK. 1 in 5 are victims of sexual assault or attempted assault in their lifetime. 1 in 5 women have been subject to online harassment or abuse. We must ensure that survivors do not feel defeated by their experience when reporting abuse. Women and girls must feel confident in services they approach. When a woman approaches the council for support with housing, our response could be the difference between her leaving a dangerous situation or not. When a woman speaks to police about sexual abuse and or rape, their response will affect her next move. When a girl or a teenager speaks to a teacher or a social worker about abuse at home or bullying in school, their response will affect how she feels, how she is protected, and her future. When a woman tells her doctor she is afraid of FGM, their response should ensure she is safeguarded against it. It is for these reasons that we should aspire to being the best council, supporting our staff who may be experiencing any abuse or any violence in the workplace. We should be an organisation that sits back and acts with appropriate conversations happen. One that supports women to approach us for help, and we should do that with respect and be non-judgmental. Become a white ribbon organisation will assist us in becoming more focused in our attitudes and approach to violence against women and girls through an action plan that is agreed and shared with our staff, to offer training where required, and to ensure that we take our staff with us on the next step of the journey towards supporting women and girls. Harlow Council can join a community of hundreds of organisations across England and Wales by becoming accredited. The White Ribbon takes an organisation-wide approach to create a positive and safe work culture whilst upskilling staff with the support of White Ribbon expertise. It provides an effective framework and roadmap for meaningful progress and effective strategic approach to addressing harmful behaviours and attitudes that can also lead to racism, homophobia and other discrimination. Being White Ribbon accredited means we will be part of a network of organisations covering 18 sectors where partnerships can be formed and good practice can be shared. I cannot see why we would not want to become white ribbon accredited, and therefore I ask that this council votes in favour of the motion in front of us this evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Shears. Councillor Kay Morrison, do you wish to speak as a seconder?
Yes, I do. Thank you very much, Chair. And thank you, Lainey. Thank you very much. In 1989, after Marc Lépine slaughtered 14 women, the White Ribbon Campaign began. That display of misogyny inspired others to act. Wearing the white ribbon symbolises opposition to violence against women. But surely, you must be thinking, surely any decent human being is opposed to such behaviour. You would think so, wouldn't you? But alas, alack, we have made halting progress in addressing and eliminating misogyny in the UK. You may feel that your attitudes, your beliefs and your behaviours are beyond reproach, and you could be right. But if you have never condemned misogynistic behaviour, if you have been silent when a woman is being treated inappropriately, you were complicit, and so you've been part of the problem. But you can, and we can, be part of the solution. Whataboutery doesn't help. We know that men are subject to violence and abuse too. Of course, that is the case. But one doesn't negate the other. Today, though, this evening, we are focused on gender-based violence. Simply not being violent isn't enough. All men can make a difference and can stop violence against women. Early. We know it might not be our fault, but it's everybody's responsibility. And men can help one another to change. Men can become an ally, undertaking to never use, never excuse, and never remain silent about men's violence against women. Speak up to challenge stereotypes and inequality. Call out inappropriate behaviour and language, even if the individual is your best mate. And I know that is difficult. Of course it's difficult, but it's the right thing to do. Gender inequality and stereotypes have been normalised, and they're still there, well and truly there. Don't feel pressured to laugh along to sexist comments. Get used to saying the words, "That's not okay." Ask the person, "What do you mean by that?" Explain the significance of the white ribbon. Thank you very much for your attention. Please support our motion.
Thank you very much, Councillor Kay Morrison. Are there any other speakers? Councillor Swords.
Thank you, Chair, and I'd quite genuinely and sincerely like to pay tribute to both Councillor Shears and Councillor Morrison, Kay Morrison, for their fantastic and passionate speeches on what is the most important of issues. And I note your motion recognises some of the work that the Council's doing, but this is, of course, a much needed step to move forward. I think everyone will endorse this wholeheartedly. So again, I thank you genuinely for bringing this motion forward and for your passionate championing of the matter at hand. As I say, Chair, I've indicated that we will support the motion as is, and I'd propose under Standing Order 1510 to move to the vote if that's an agreement of the Chamber, Chair.
I believe I have to put that to the vote, given that standing order moved. So those in favour of moving to the vote? Yeah, that looks to be pretty much the whole chamber. Any against want to formally signify? No? In which case, let's put that to the vote then. All those agreed? Thank you very much. That's unanimous.